I found this new ringtone. Okay, folks, it is 6 o'clock and it is time to call the meeting to order. I did. You normally hang on my every word, so I'm a little hurt. Okay, good deal. Okay, we're going to call the January 2026 meeting of the Big Sandy City Council to order. Ms. Rex, will you please establish your quorum?
Mayor Baggett.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Cottonelle.
Present.
Miss Allen. Here. Mr. Bean.
Here.
Mr. Roselle.
Here.
Chief Easterling.
Here.
And Mr. Ware.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Mr. Samuel, would you like to give our invocation? And Mr. Roselle, will you lead us in a pledge? Pledges, excuse me.
God, I thank you for the opportunity to come discuss city business. I pray that you go before us and help us to be able to see things coming up and make good plans for the future. Thank you for your provision for our city. I ask these things in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right. Public comments. Pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.007, members of the public may speak on an agenda item during the public communications section of the meeting or at the time the agenda item is called for discussion by the mayor. Speakers will be given 3 minutes to speak. A speaker needing a translator and/or interpreter may be given 6 minutes to speak. Members of the public wishing to address the council on non-agenda items may do so pursuant to the same time constraints as agenda items. The council will not comment on items not on the agenda. However, the council may refer them to city staff for research, resolution, or referral of the matter to council as a future agenda item. And according to this, nobody wants to talk to us. So, let's move on.
Mr. Strube, you didn't
I think
sign
George,
in.
I think
I
George.
didn't sign in, but I have no public comment, I can do it there.
Okay.
You didn't sign.
I'm derelict, forgive me.
Oh, that'll be one
He
tray
went-
of
he-
muffins
he went look
early in
at
the
the
morning.
He
That's
went
your,
late. He went
that's your
look at the
penance. Items of community interest. Let's see. We have a museum musical on Saturday night. The doors open at 6:30. The musical starts at 7. It's at Church of God out on 80, and I do not have ticket prices.
13,
I'm sure somebody does.
$13
13? Okay.
for
Um,
us older people.
tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, the Ministerial Alliance meets here, followed by the Agape House Board. Excuse me. There's not much going on after that. And then in February, we will have, bingo and potluck. The farming, classes that go on out at Alert on Tuesday, the 2nd. And then on Wednesday, the 4th, will be the second installment of the, Fellowship of Christian Athletes Wildcat Wednesday. And we are in need of sponsors for payment for the venue, which is $40, and a meal for the kids, which will consist of like hot dogs, that sort of thing. We don't have anyone for February or May, so February's coming up. If you are so inclined to do either of those or both. Jerome said to plan for at least around 60 kids. They had 30 the first week, and they had only been back in school 1 day, so word will spread. And that will pretty much do it. Chamber meeting, and then the chamber banquet is coming up on the 26th of February, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Always is. So that's, community interest, so let's go on to the volunteer fire department, Mr. Samuel and Mr. Jeff, so y'all can get to your regular meeting.
I was super late on getting these, notes out from this past month, but Laura was able to include them. Y'all take time to look over those, if you have any questions. I included second report this time being end of the year, 2025, so, the work hours will be 5 calls in 2025, and then with response times and all that, that doesn't include, I'm not sure how to calculate the time of resetting our trucks, rehousing all our equipment to be ready to run another call. But the on-scene hours there is 427, and then administrative work, which Jeff and I do as well, so today was about 992 hours.
So Samuel, you're saying we had 165 calls total, or is that right?
Man hours.
Okay.
So that's how many people were on that call and how
Yeah,
long they were on.
exactly, so that's okay, yep.
Some of those were 1 or 2 responders, some of those are 6 or 8 responders. Nothing too crazy. I mean, there is a lot of discrepancy that I see in 25, with almost half the calls in 25 we haven't done before, but we don't get to pick how many calls we get. They come as they come, respond when they need. So, I don't see any traceable reason for that, how it ended up, so.
Thank you, sir. Chief, you have anything to add?
I just got my final quote in today, I'm a little bit late for the meeting.
For,
For the agenda. For the skid tank,
you gonna wait on that, or?
yeah.
Okay,
And they get it on the agenda next month.
thank you very much, tell everybody hi. Okay, building permit, Fidel Romero, 404 Lyle Street. Hi, come on up. How are you?
Fine, what about you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to build a house on 404 Street.
Okay. If you don't know where this is located, it is, you know where, Summers Welding is? Okay, it is just east, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, go down Wild Street. I'm directionally challenged, so, the next lot past Summers on, Loud. There was a trailer there and that's
Yeah, there
gone,
was a
and,
mobile home in there, but we just moved it out.
yeah, it's
So
gone.
right now it's empty there.
So you're gonna build a house on there?
Yeah, we want to build a little house.
Okay,
That's on the north side, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
So the living area will be 1,080 square foot. And there's gonna be a carport on the one side, and then a front porch, and a back porch.
nice.
Yeah, that's my plan.
All the setbacks are in place.
There's room on the lot, yes, we'll work with them when they get closer.
Yeah, and I already have the survey done, they gave me the survey today. So I have all the measurements from the building, from the length, and we're having like, around where we are planning to build the house. Yeah.
We'll need to
And you're going-
review that and make sure that we have certain feedback that has to be on each side.
Yeah, I have around like the measurements, and I can show you, so you can see where I'm planning to put the house.
Can you put stakes for your 4 corners of the house on the lot?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, that would help, I think.
Now, y'all are gonna put it up for sale?
Yes,
Okay.
that's our
Good
plan for right now. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, go.
Y'all had a chance to look over everything?
Is it a slab or is it gonna be raised foundation? Slab?
I move that we accept the building permit.
Mr. Rozelle has, made the motion that we accept this building permit, and Dr. Fontenot has second. Is there any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Welcome to Big Sandy.
Okay.
You'll
Thank
work
you.
with, Rocky and with Sarah
Okay.
here as far as
Mhm.
all the,
Okay,
everything you need to do, they can help you with it.
okay,
So,
thank you.
you so much, welcome.
Do I have to stay in meeting or?
No.
No?
You're
Okay,
good, just come by City Hall with your survey.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Chief,
Good. Thank you.
But sharing entertainment, so I'm just wondering, I'm just waiting for the questions.
before you get started, I personally wanna thank our police department for the help they gave us and support and everything when we decided to go tumbling down the ditch. They were wonderful.
I don't really think you decided that.
Huh?
I don't really think you decided that.
I wanna know more about the misdial, the hangups. What happened here?
Might have that.
So,
You guys actually keep track of this, huh?
there, in the past, we had a pre-saved spot on our CAD system for us to put
Keep
that.
track.
Yes, and, I don't know which officer, let me put it that way, but somebody decided that they was gonna start tracking it, so they're on our report.
That reminds me. So on the number of calls, there is a one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask somebody.
That one
that's
is extraneous.
Yeah, what
It
happened with
doesn't
that
line
one?
up, is that just an ex?
Does it belong to anything?
No, I think the system threw it off there.
Well, everything else is lined up.
Yeah.
I bet missed out, hang up.
Maybe it's
Throwed
four.
it all off.
Maybe one of them's a 911 misdial and and three of them are hangups.
I'm not I see what you're saying, and I don't have, I don't know, but
Maybe that was Linda's call and they don't know how to delineate it.
yeah. I don't have an answer on that one. It's a floater.
Well, everything else lines up. I mean, I'm assuming everything else,
Yes.
the way it's lined up is accurate, which just means that one is probably just a random number in a cell there.
So this report is auto-generated by, I think I just hit a button and it spits it out for me. So it's not like I really build a report, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We throw out monthly information in and then we just submit. So, I don't have an answer for you on that. Other than it is a oddity.
I knew you wanted something with research when you get back.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Any other questions on the report since it's,
No.
there? I guess I shouldn't have asked, right? Yeah, going to the, next two topics, they're mostly the same topic, but it's the, upfitting cost, the purchase of the equipment, upfitting cost of getting the equipment installed, the vehicle stripe, our striping on, and all that is what these next two items are, unit 77 and unit 88, that's two units that we got from DPS. Basically, I'm just,
And we have the budget for this.
yes, ma'am.
Chief, do you wanna tell them which one's unit 77?
Unit 77, I guess it's a little hard to explain, they're both, but basically the exact same units. You know, they're 220 twins,
Right, two cars.
two cars. Unit 77 is the one that ends in the bin of 77, unit 88 is the one that ends in 88. We had some equipment and did some training on some of the equipment, some of the equipment we had out of other highways would not work on these newer highways. You know, they did not want to fit to it, so we had to kind of do some swapping and stuff. We got a guy over here out of Reno, I mean, loaded to help us out. He has surplus, so we get our stuff kind of used type deal. So we traded in some of our old equipment to get some equipment, so that's why one price tag is lower than the other price tag. Because one vehicle we didn't have any equipment for whatsoever, but one we did some trading and swapping, so we wouldn't have excess stuff just sitting in storage, not being used, going to ruin, and be kind of off the price of it. That's why there's two different little price tags there. But we need to, so, you know.
Glad you were able to train. That's good.
I move to approve the, upgrade to, unit number 77 as outlined in the, bill that David presented, Chief Extreme presented.
Second.
We We have a motion by Mr. Beam and a second by Mr. Rozell to approve the Unit 77 upfitting
For $6,000.
in the amount of $6,000.
No,
No,
$7,700.
$8,000. $8,036.
And then 88 can be the 6,000 one.
That's not
Do
what,
we have any more discussion?
that's not what the receipts say. Is it
All in
on the
favor?
receipts?
I'm gonna say,
Can
did
you-
they get them?
I'm sorry?
They get, well, she thinks they might have got them swapped.
The $8,000 one says unit 88 right
Oh, it does say that on the next thing down, so why don't we just change the motion to unit number 88,
Okay,
since that's one I opened up,
for number 88, and that is the 8,000?
8,000.
Okay, it's $36. And we have a motion and a second. Do we have any more discussion? Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, now.
I'll make a motion to approve the cost of $6,648 for unit number 77 to be upgraded and outfitted so the police unit can be used on the streets.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Beam and a second by Ms. Allen to approve, number 77 for $6,648. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm anxious to see these, chief.
Oh, wait, I got a question. And I don't mean to, where are we at with what we talked about last month?
So,
I'm still available to help you write it.
I still need to get a hold of you a little bit there,
Okay.
just be honest with you, but I had a few other things that came up and I
Yeah.
put it to a back burner. That's on me right there because I ran out of time, if you put it that way.
I just don't wanna get pushed back in the burner.
No, it's not for
Got
that,
it.
I just
Okay.
had a few deadlines I had to meet, end of year, new year stuff, so, and a few other little situations that came up that we just had to deal with.
All right,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Mr. Weber, floor is yours.
December 25, Public Works report. Water leaks, we had 5, the water turn-ons 11, water shut-offs were 8. The shut-off list was 0 because of considerate, Big Sandy resident paid for everybody that owed something. The, meter readings 729, and everything is pretty much the same except our sewer calls were a lot higher. We were really glad to get a big storm that came and dumped 2 inches of rain on us because that flushed our sewer lines out really well, and it needs to have that happen occasionally. So, and we haven't had as many calls this month because of that. So, an update on right now we have the boring project for Frontier going on. It's caused us a couple of problems, but we've been working with the foreman and the guy that's in charge of them, and we're working out some details where they're gonna do more work with us and help us with the locating and everything, so that's gonna go a lot smoother, I think. The projected end date will be the end of February for that, so we hope, if everything goes well. The TMP project, the tank cleaning and sandblasting, that project is almost completed. The only thing that we've gotta check on, the cold weather is slowing them down a little bit because the curing time is up to 2 weeks on each coat. So that may be stretched out because of this cold weather. But, we took a look at it last week and it really is coming along. They put on a couple of coats, but it's coming along pretty good. One of the engineers from Mr. Hayes' company has come by and inspected it and said it's looking good. There's another project going on in town on Highway 155. I don't know if anybody's noticed that all the mailbox posts are being replaced. I guess the state is doing this through a contractor, and they're gonna replace all the culverts on 155 going out of town. So that may cause some traffic issues coming up, but it'll be all the angled type culverts will be replaced, and they're gonna redo the ditching and everything, so the drainage will be a lot better. So hopefully that'll help.
I've never heard of the state replacing mailbox posts before.
Probably backing it all up.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Maybe just don't hit stuff, what do you think?
They gonna put metal posts back up to the break. Don't look as big as
Okay.
They're all reflective now, too.
Yeah, that's what they use.
Mighty reflective.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions for Mr. Ware? They have been working very hard, very late nights, cold, wet. We have an amazing public works department, and we are very grateful for them, thank you. Next on the agenda is surplus property. 7-foot, approximately 10-year-old Christmas tree. We have, a memo from Ms. Strube, who is treasurer for Grace Communion, and that, they are interested in purchasing the 6 to 7 foot Christmas tree that is no longer being used by the city, and ask us to give them a price. And what we're wanting to do is declare this as surplus and then just gift it to them.
I agree with that.
Second.
You want me to make a motion?
I would.
I make the motion that we, declare the, old ancient Christmas tree that we have here in the city a surplus item, and we donate it to Grace Communion Church.
Second.
We have motion,
That's 2 different things.
okay.
All we have to
Our
do.
parliamentarian says this is a point of order, that these are 2 different things. We must declare it surplus property first.
Well, I will make the motion to declare it surplus.
Okay, and then
Second.
we have a motion to declare this Christmas tree surplus property from Mr. Bean, and a second from Ms. Allen. Do we have any more discussion? Thank you for keeping us in line and out of jail and whatever. So, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now I will entertain a motion to,
That's not on the agenda. You'll
sir?
just have to decide to do that. That's not
You
on the
can do
Oh,
agenda.
can I, huzzah, it's yours.
Hey, do you wanna get out of here so you can sit again?
Huh?
You wanna get out of here?
Yeah, but it's not on here, it's not needed.
You don't have to, you can do it, if it's a donation to a
And so it's,
nonprofit.
okay, again, nothing's, and it's not, we've determined I can be bought, we just got the price here.
Yeah.
So, yes, you may have the tree. Thank you, we appreciate it. All right, Ms. Rex, you have several things over here, so you have the floor.
Okay, guys, financial reports, I'm sure the biggest thing that stands out to you is that, of course, we're starting to collect more of our property tax revenue, which, you know, most bills are, if they're paid on time, will be due by the end of this month, and so, you'll see a big increase in our income for the month of December, primarily from property tax. Is there anything that you guys caught your eye that had any questions about anything? We did have some utility bills that, because there were 31 days in December, that were paid both on the 1st and the 31st, so you'll see some categories that were higher than usual, but it's just because of the timing of payments and it being a longer month.
The attorney fees, were they, reoccurring fees, or is that something new that happened?
No, that's what we pay Robert Davis each month.
Retained this month, okay.
There's a listing on there for air monitoring equipment, on page 14, I think.
For
For
what?
the fire department, or, yes, that's their SCBA's that they have to have.
That's for the.
Certified.
Okay, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
At least I think we're talking about the same thing. Was that in the fire department, or, I can come look if you want
Let
me
me
to.
look it up again.
I just wanna make sure we're talking apples to apples.
Air monitoring equipment,
Yes, sir.
$1,400.
Yes, sir. That's for the fire department.
Okay,
The one expense that did go down, as we expected, and I think it'll go even lower, is our credit card processing fees. So, we already, with going to ACH, we saw a slight drop there, and, of course, we should see a bigger drop next month, but,
We really shouldn't have any height.
in January, next month, you mean, or this?
Yeah, well, the next month report, this should be the last of it.
It won't be because, as we explained to you, we have multiple companies that are doing different things to the app and the website. So we didn't get some of our equipment. In fact, we just got a final step in. They updated the app to our new service with the fee. Maybe on the 5th of January, it was something like that. But it wasn't, we shot for the 1st, but we didn't make it.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Are debit cards supposed to be charged this fee?
That's up to the provider. We've contracted with the provider, and whatever the provider's aware of what our needs are, and it's up to them to responsibly and legally charge you their fees.
Cause online it charged a fee, it was saying it was gonna charge the fee for the debit card as well. And is that what it was supposed to be?
Whatever the contract says.
Yeah.
I know that some debit card things, sometimes when you use your debit card on online payments, they do charge you a
You
fee.
just-
Not always, but sometimes they do. I just went to pay something, I forget what it was, and they were gonna charge me a fee to use my debit card. So I hung up on them and I went back and called them back and said, okay, here, take a check instead, and you'll get it when you get it, type thing. So, yeah, I just found out too, cause I thought debit cards were like cash.
Not always.
No, I learned a valuable lesson.
Would you like to, I don't know who on council and audience and everything, knows all the good things that this is going to do, like the real-time updates, and would you expand a little bit here?
So we've contracted with a company called Paystar to be our primary utility credit card processing company, and they actually have a really unique system that if you prefer to pay with cards, that it really has some extra benefits that we don't ordinarily have, like you can create a login and then you can download a history of your payments yourself. You can set reminders so that if, like on the 8th of the month, you haven't paid your bill, it can send you a text or email reminder that you haven't paid your bill, that you still have a balance. It can send you a text or email reminder the day you drop the bills, so you know your bill's out there. It can send you a text, email reminder when your bill has been paid. And then it also you can choose to receive your bill electronically, so that not only do you see it like in the app, but you could literally get an email with a digitized copy of your bill in your email. So those are all things that are available if you want to go and create a Paystar account and you pay with us. So there are some services that come with those fees.
And being able to actually download your bill might be a very good point for some of those folks. We do know that if you have a post office box in Big Sandy, that you will get your bill. Yeah, this was supposed to come when Chief was talking, so, but you usually get your bill within 1 to 2 days. Is that correct, Miss Sarah? However, if you are on a route with a post office, with a mailbox at your house, or if you get your mail at your house and everything, we don't know, because those go to Shreveport and, somewhere else, we don't know, and then they eventually get back here. But by the 10th of the month, if you have not paid, when Miss Sarah hands those bills to the post office, we're done. They are out of our hands. And if they don't get them to you until the 15th, you're still charged a late fee. That's the way it is, and I don't quite understand it, but post office did not ask me.
You're saying this way people can go look.
So this is
look it up.
something that would be a good, I don't wanna say selling point, but, something really advantageous for our customers who have mailboxes at their house.
I got
have the line on the two ends, I don't know what the distance is from one end of Circle Drive to the other. So we made it, and we found that, you would think they're pretty much straight line in that short of a distance from one side to the other side, and the line went like that. So that's what we flagged. They were 13 feet off of our flags and they hit our water line. So.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
About 50 feet off of the north edge of Circle Drive, the water line goes like this.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
But Lori, are they the guys doing the boring, are they doing their due diligence and doing potholing they're supposed to pothole every so many feet?
Every
Before
40 feet.
Before they send that bore down,
Every
and they're doing that, right?
They are. This one just hit within the two distances that they did. And we could never, it wasn't marked on the map that
Right.
Rocky inherited. And, so, yeah. But we did have a conference call with them today, as Rocky mentioned, and Frontier's sensitive to it. They truly reached out to us and said, let's have a conference call, let's figure this out. And so, we came up with a couple more solutions today, but they've agreed to pothole every 40 feet, and that's what they've been doing. But, we're trying to pothole a little bit more frequently. We just made an assumption like on Circle Drive, and
Has there been a Frontier project manager out here with this third-party service that's doing the work? There hasn't.
we have his cell number, and he's very responsive. If anything, if we had a not great experience with one contractor that's come and gone, and he said, they won't be back. I said, okay.
Are they still adhering to that 4 o'clock in time?
Yes.
It's something that Rocky and Laura negotiated with Frontier.
He's actually upped it to
And,
3.
And nothing on the weekends?
Yeah, nothing on the weekend.
and if they stop at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
He's not starting anything new after 4 o'clock.
No, he said
Well-
that, if they're boring, after 3, they'll be completed, that's all.
Right.
And
But
that way-
there's cable splicing after 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that way the guys are not out after midnight, something that's hit at 6 o'clock in the evening. So, live and learn, don't we?
Yeah.
So, another chapter in the book. Anything else on the financials? I never can remember, we have to vote on the financials. All right, I need a motion.
Is there any way for us to keep track of how much money we spend on doing all the repairs of our own pocket, just close enough, just to see what it costs us, if we're not charging anybody back?
Make a motion to approve the financials.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Rozelle and a second from Dr. Fontenot to approve the financials as presented. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, minutes. Do we have to look at the financial investment thing from Austin?
That's just so you guys know that
Okay.
they've got, backing for the money we have in the bank with them. I did send y'all an email, and the correct minutes are online, and I'm sorry, I messed up a resolution number in the first set of minutes that I sent out, but I got it corrected on the second one, so I apologize for but the one online in your packet and the one last one you got in your email is the correct one.
Okay, do we wanna skip down to item 9 and go ahead and do the minutes and get those out of the way?
Well, I'm sorry, where are we at? I apologize.
I'm just looking here and here.
Yeah, we did number 8, so yeah,
Yes.
we're good for number 1.
If you had a chance to look at the minutes.
Motion to accept the minutes as presented for our last meeting.
I'll second it.
I didn't hear who was.
I'll second it.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
You made the motion? All right, motion from Ms. Allen, and, second from Mr. Bean to accept the minutes. I'm fighting with my computer over here. Do we have any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Tower proposed amendment.
We had one of these just last year. You know, they contact us and they want to, of course it's in the packet, but they want us to extend a very long-term lease. And they wanna offer us money for that. I don't know if you guys, you know, she always calls and asks if it can be put on the agenda, it's up to the council. I don't know if y'all wanna do that or not. We currently, if you look on, Rocky's financials, we do bring in lease income right now of $1,224.30 from that company, from American Tower. And that increases by 5%. It's actually set to increase here pretty quick. But, you know, I don't know what y'all wanna do.
Well, I'll just go by what we brought this before a lawyer or our attorney one time before, not knowing anything about what's gonna happen in the future. Kind of strongly suggested that we just leave it on year to year. Could you start?
Well, our current lease doesn't expire for a while
Oh,
yet.
gosh,
It's
yeah, well, it seems
actually,
like it's for,
but they're wanting us to do like
Years.
another.
yeah. it's
She's
like-
offered a 15% per year, per 5-year term escalator instead of a 5% now.
But
Because
look
they
at how
want
long
the-
she wants us to
Yeah, 5
agree
years.
to.
Mm.
Cause they want the right of first refusal.
This is on our tower. You start giving them the right of first refusal, and then we might end up, whatever, or not be able to put anything in there. So do we need something saying that we wanna do it or don't wanna do it, or what do we need?
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna pester us until y'all take some action.
Well, I make the motion that we leave it like it is.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion from Mr. Bozell and a second from Mr. Bean to continue, the lease, with American Tower,
We'll deny
but deny this request and
Yeah.
continue on as we have. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll take care of that, please.
Okay. Next one is, pretty routine, you guys, only one change. Ms. Baggett and I have talked, and, with the council's agreement, we would like to propose that we move early voting to the Civic Center. We have been having it at City Hall at 119 East Gilmer. And it does mean an increase in cost for us, because, you know, generally speaking, I have done that just while I'm doing my other duties. So we would actually have to hire 2 people minimal that would work, 40 plus hours one week, and then the following week, they will also work 2 12-hour days, and then that Saturday, they'll have election day. And we've reached out to Juanita Fail, who has been our election day judge for the last 2 years. And she's tentatively said she could do it, but, you know, we've gotta iron out just hours and make sure she can make it all work. But anyway, so we.
Would the school district be paying half of that?
Yes. So, by law, we're required, if both the school and the city end up having an election, we have to have a joint election. And I've talked to Rhonda Turner, and they are in agreement with having early voting down there. They too prefer for it to, you know, just be at the same location as voting, on election day. So, you know, don't have anything definite, but we don't even know yet if we'll have an election. We have 3 seats open, 3 alderman positions that are open. Filing deadline is February 13th. We have packets available at City Hall. And, the 3 positions that will expire are, Dr. Fontenot, he's gonna be up again. Chase Shealy, which that position is currently vacant because he resigned. And who's our third?
Me.
Is it you?
Hey, correct.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
apologize, it seemed like you were just elected.
I
I
know,
guess
sorry
it's
about
been
that.
Time
2
flies when you're
years.
having fun.
Packets are
Sorry.
available.
Yeah, so the packets are at City Hall, but anyway, that is the only change, for that order of election. And of course, what we have to do is order it, because to meet the state deadlines, we have to go ahead and order. And then it may be that we don't have to hold an election if we only have 3 candidates apply, but we have to go ahead and take this first
this
So the
past
school,
year.
if we, if we don't have an election, cause if we don't need to have an election, the school district just picks up all the costs.
Yeah. I hadn't really thought about that, but yes,
Yeah.
that would be the way it goes.
So whatever we decide here,
Yeah, or if the school district doesn't have to have an election,
Well,
we
Then
don't.
we do the whole thing.
And we've been
Yeah.
in regular communication with them,
Right.
and they're, you know,
It seemed,
in agreement.
our lobby is much smaller than we had at the other facility, and it can get a little, crowded sometimes.
Paying bills
It's-
and
it's
doing voting
paying
at the
it,
same
right.
time.
And
And
I,
honestly, it just
Yeah.
really, we're trying to get people used to just going there.
Yes.
You know, for any election, presidential.
I'll make the motion to, for us to move the election to the early voting to the civic center, and that we hire whatever we need to hire to get it done.
thank you.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Beam and a second from Dr. Fontenot to move early voting for, city council. And, I don't think I need to include school board on that, but that you will, contract with our election judge and the workers and whatever. And, do we have any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. I think this is gonna be a very good move. It's just, I believe, a lot easier. And Ms. Rex will handle that too. Glasses back on.
These next two, I'll be honest, you guys, I hope you were able to make heads or tails of it. You know, we accept a franchise fee from SWEPCO, which is a flat rate percentage of the electrical bills that they send for our corporate city limits. So in doing that, we lose the ability to deny their increases. So some cities do not accept franchise fees, and they can actually vote to deny their charges. So, I passed these on to Robert, and he said it's just really up to the council what they wanna do. But there are some attorneys that have stepped up and apparently are working to represent a large group of cities. Now, what concerns me about some of it is that I don't see what the cost is associated for us. I don't know if there is one, honestly. So I don't know if you want me to reach out to find out more information. You know, I'm not sure. Mr. Rex, what's your take on all this, having been part of the electrical grid?
I'll be honest with you, it really doesn't matter what we do, they're gonna go up and do their thing anyway.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get it passed. I mean, and it's been my experience in the past that they've always done that, but, you know, only thing it's gonna do is maybe hold back that rate increase from us until they get it through. But once they get it through, we're gonna get hit with it anyway, so.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do to prevent their increases are gonna be.
They got to
Increase
go,
is inevitable.
they got to go before the PUC, and the PUC approves it, but
Yeah.
it's gonna go anyway.
Is it your take that we would pay these attorneys something for being part of
Well,
this?
I would think that we possibly,
There was
could
no
have to
talk
pay
of
something
cost,
else.
so
Yeah,
I'm
there's
like,
no-
are they just donating their time or?
no.
Oh, I don't, seriously.
So, I would say that, yeah, there would probably be something involved, but that may come along later.
That's what I.
Who hired the attorney? The attorneys just got on board with this thing with the rate increase.
They go out there and they get our information
these-
from SWEPCO,
Yeah, some
and
of
then
these
they just
cities,
start
though, they don't pay
contacting
that,
us.
they don't pay that
unsolicited.
franchise fee upfront, or they don't get the franchise fee. They deny that so that they can protest this, but it's something that's usually a really large city or type thing, where it's gonna affect their major bills.
So, I don't know, there's a lot there, so I don't know what you guys wanna do, but I presented the resolutions that
It's a
were
pretty good
sent,
increase this year.
that were sent to Ms. Baggett and I by email, and. didn't
Maybe
really
she
tell
would use my
anything.
generator.
It's inevitable, we're gonna have to pay them.
Use your generator. Well,
It sounds like there's someone near us that has a large load
Possibly, you know,
building.
city of Tyler or somebody like that, you know, that would, well, they're not gonna be able to SWEPCO, Longview could be possibly, you know, and they, I don't know if they accept their franchise they're probably gonna still end up paying. 99% of the time they do.
Whatever it is, it sounds like they want permission to go ahead and start, everything's in place, they can start building.
Right. They'll go with this until they get it approved, and if it doesn't get approved, then they refund.
So what do we have to do by the second? Either not take the
Yeah,
franchise fee.
we, as a city, probably 10 years ago, the council then voted to accept franchise fees, and so my take on number 12, right, Rex, is that if these attorneys are going to go fight on our behalf if we adopt the resolution
You know,
to
they're
deny
trying
it.
to say that you can still accept your franchise tax, I think, and be eligible to deny this, cause it's taking some of your rights away, but you send that thing to the franchise tax, it says, it tells you on
So,
there.
a previous council's done that, so I don't even know how that's undone, but I don't know if you can do it. So,
Probably could, we probably have to go through, what's our guy's name?
which one?
Let's go,
Oh.
representative.
Mark?
Yeah, we probably have to go through that and do the paperwork.
So, we don't know how this will affect us though?
Well, I think, you know, if we say we're going to,
I don't know if we have anybody that's impacted. At the city level, I'm not aware of anybody, so I don't know, maybe there's businesses in town that have large load, which means that, what would that entail, Rex? Like what kind of wattage?
well, I don't know, I mean, maybe even somebody like SFG possibly, you know, I don't know what kind of load they've got out
So
there.
they're talking about imposing a new tariff, and then,
But basically, they're just saying, hey, we're gonna put this in effect, and if we don't get it approved by the PUC, then they'll come back and have to refund that back to you, but they're pretty sure that if they can prove their point, or they wouldn't be going up on it. And that's due to their expenses, the reason they're gonna be able to show that they spent that money.
So heads up, Mr. Phillips.
Yep, making a note. Yep, going up.
What's your pleasure, council?
My recommendation, or I'll make a motion that we don't, do the denying, because we've already accepted the franchise thing.
That we don't deny?
so we're not gonna adopt the
Not gonna put
resolution.
it,
Right.
So,
We're just leaving it status quo.
right.
So what'd you say?
Second.
Oh, okay. Thought that was more. We have, motion by Mr. Rozelle and a second by Dr. Fontenot that, we don't approve a resolution for proposed tax increase. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
So this next one is, and again, Rex, please step in, I'm a little bit outside of my field here, but it's just,
They're basically trying to prove, or they will be proving their fuel cost, of what it's costing them to actually run their power plants and yada, yada, go, from whether it's coal, gas, or whatever it is. And they're gonna have this in black and white when they go to the PUC, so it's gonna, you know, they're gonna approve that, but, I mean, that's, unless somebody just trying to lie out of the deal, and somebody like that's not gonna be that crazy about that, so.
yeah,
It will be, I mean, it will be according to, as you can see here, calculated consistent with PUC rules, and if it's calculated with their rules, they're gonna let it go.
Yeah.
There was a backup to this one.
it started out as an email, then there was a a notice of rate change request. And then,
I just didn't see anything on the, in the package, that was item number 13.
It wasn't another email that you sent.
I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at what you guys sent.
Which one do you want?
Oh, I put it as number 12, I'm sorry, I got a number wrong on the agenda items too, not on the agenda itself, but it's in there as agenda item 12.
There's
but
one,
it is-
and then there's, here's the other resolution.
Yeah.
They're both item 12.
Yeah, so it just appears that on this, that, like Rick said, that maybe they don't think they're gonna do the fuel refund accurately, and so they're wanting to do some, but they wanted us to let them know by January 7th, 2026, but between when we got the information, we didn't meet, so. I don't know. We can still let them know that, we want to intervene in the fuel refund case to ensure that the refund is correctly calculated. But again, I don't know that we can do anything that the PUCT isn't already requiring of them. Their standard is much higher than anything we would know what to do.
Most Philadelphia lawyers look it over.
Yeah, they're gonna have problems. This public record is how they calculated the refund, so if it is one, so you'll be able to mark it afterwards.
What's your pleasure, council?
By law, if there is a refund, they're gonna have to give us our portion, so.
I just said the table. I mean, if we don't do anything, we just table it, I mean, we just don't need to do anything, right?
Yeah, you can just take no action.
No action.
Motion to take no action, we don't need a motion? Okay, good deal, no motion, just keep. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for explaining.
Okay, I just have a few things here, sorry. Okay, so, I already mentioned February 13th, it's Friday the 13th, is the last day to file if you want to run for any of the council positions that are open. Our next meeting is about 4 days later on February 17th. And as Ms. Baggett mentioned, our chamber banquet's February 26th. I'll have it on the agenda as an action item if you want it to be next month about, typically we buy a few tables on behalf of the city. So, standard table will be $200, which is for 8, and then we decided to increase our price for premium tables to $300 for a set of
It's 250 against.
350.
Two fifty and three?
300
No,
is what we
300.
settled
Yeah, I knew
on.
the 300, I
Yeah,
thought
no, we
this
left the
was-
other one at 200.
That
Yeah.
is 200, okay.
So,
And
You're just
I
basically
thought-
buying the whole
I
table.
need to look at that tomorrow too.
okay,
I had an idea,
okay.
so.
So anyway, we don't need to do council action unless you guys want to. Ms. Baggett can decide which kind of tables to buy for the city. And
Not the
then,
expensive
I've made
ones.
a suggestion.
Sir,
Haven't I made a suggestion to you?
we're not buying the $300 tires. We can wait 5 minutes.
They get to
To
go
eat.
first to eat though.
Huh?
They get to go first to eat.
They get to go first to eat. There's still gonna be plenty of barbecue, so, we're not gonna start, we're not gonna be in steerage in the back, we'll be somewhere in the middle.
if y'all plan to be there, let Ms. Baggett know if it's just you or you and a +1. So that we can get enough seats for the city.
Oh, yeah, I'll be pestering everybody about RSVPs, you know, I always do, so. Did you wanna talk anything about the appraisal district too?
Oh, just,
It's there?
yeah, we got the
Okay.
votes in and Dr. Fontenelle was reappointed. Mr. Trey was not, even though he gave him half of our votes.
I think Dr. Fontenot's even the chair again, is that correct?
Okay.
So,
We just wanted y'all to see the results, cause they did send them out this week.
Thank you.
And, I think that's all I have, Ms. Baker.
Monthly reports and updates, we're going along well, we are going to have to, I'm sorry about this, we're going to have to revisit the codification and finish that thing before June. Before the end of May, so, I know it's a pill, it's mind numbing and everything, but we need to get it done. We're doing some changes at the Civic Center, and, Wanda Bunn came out this afternoon and looked at the pews. She called me yesterday and wanted to know if they were still for sale, and I told her, no, they're free, come get them. So, she looked at them and should let me know by the end of this week what she wants. I am always in favor of free labor. Poor trade knows that.
Hey, they were, when I was in the other day to get one, they were so overmarked, or
Well,
talking
yes,
for.
and Lauren has a list of, has that
When
guy.
did that guy come to get them?
They got some of them yesterday,
Oh,
but
they
not
did?
all of them,
Okay.
That's gonna be an awesome space whenever the pews are gone. But, I'm gonna let Laura and Rocky talk about the door. This is something that we had talked about, and it was going to be very expensive, but looks like it may not be, so y'all
So,
talk.
there's a team of Rick Peterson and James and a few of, his extended family members, including Andrew McIver, and they are working with me on the chamber banquet. And we had asked, our usual contractor to give us a quote for taking out and expanding the doorway on the, basically be the south side of the gym, closest to the exterior door. And he had given us a price, and it was probably reasonable, but, we went down last night to look at what was all behind there, so we would know what we were gonna be dealing with if we went ahead and moved forward with it. And while we were down there, and that was, myself, Rocky, Rick, James Peterson, Andrew McIver, so that was all of us. But when we pulled everything off, not only did we discover some water damage, but, it was gonna be more work to put everything back up than what we pulled off to take it out. So, we went ahead and demoed that last night and opened up the doorway there with the idea that we may just leave it open, reframe it out at minimal cost, or we had some suggestions for putting up a barn door, or we have a quote for a double-sized door that we could put back in there that would lock. But, anyway, we'll be giving y'all some options at the next meeting.
You look at the possibility of a roller door?
We actually talked
a
about
small
that
roller
too,
door,
now
yeah.
that you mentioned that, Rex, I'm sorry, we were standing there looking at the kitchen door, and we're gonna look at that too.
But
I think everybody's
This is
kind
the
of,
door that goes, what is this door? It's not the door on the side that goes to the, parking lot, this is the door that's in the back. Goes down the hallway.
but,
Door where everybody goes in and out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's hard,
So it is that
we
one,
were
it is the
looking
one
at
that
all
goes
of
out
this
the side,
because
Yeah.
the back door has a
Andrew
little
has
combo
a,
lock on it.
No, the,
Lift.
it goes
a
into the
lift,
hallway.
Oh,
and
hallway.
we couldn't get it in there.
It's just.
But
gonna be
we did
one of our
discover
places.
some water
No,
damage
yeah.
from the light.
We're gonna trim it out.
And
Or
so,
at least good.
I think it'd have probably.
But it's-
so it was kind of just, it was something that really, I think, did need to happen.
Yeah.
And so they stayed and we went and got tools, and we didn't go down there with that intent, but that is what we ended up doing last night, so. It really does open up the space.
It
I invite
does.
all of y'all to go down there and take a look at it, but, we really hope to do something very minimal in the near future to just get it, recovered back up. I mean, framed out. It doesn't look horrible, but I mean, there's a little bit that's exposed. But yeah, we're gonna look at whatever options we can. We're looking for something super affordable that if they still need to close it off, but I don't know, we'd love to have y'all's opinion if you'll go down there and look at it. I mean, some people have said, let's not even put anything back other than just framing it back out. So go look at it, see what you think.
That's when I would think maybe the roll-up door, because you could leave it open if you wanted to, but you could shut it and lock it if you wanted to also.
and not have doors
Yeah.
like
Right.
flopping around. But it is having moved tables and chairs and whatever for a funeral out there a couple of weeks ago. Those
Yeah, the
tiny
roll-up
little
door, yeah.
doors are a pill.
Well, and we, anytime we go in there to work on the lights or anything like that, we're
Yes.
gonna have to have a lift, and that's the problem, you can't get a lift in there as it is right now.
And now,
Not the way it was.
Yeah.
You
can now. But yes, I mean, and, you know, but even if they go in there and do work on the air conditioning duct or anything, there are some places.
And as soon as we can get all the pews out, we're going to do a little check and see what's under that carpet, and if it's something that we can work with, it would be nice to be able to rip that out, and then that little unicorn, what's it on the stage, we wanna get rid of that. Just clean it up in there so it can be a functional space, whether it's tables and chairs or just chairs or whatever. Cause I think it will rent more,
Well, that's what Ms. Baggett just said, we've had a long-term plan to make some improvements to make it more usable and hopefully rented more often. And, we had a price for demoing, but, we had a group that did it quite professionally and well, and there was no cost.
there were no water pipes and there were no electrical things hit, so we're good. But I'm not gonna go into that right now. Anyway,
But let us know if you'd like to stop by and get your key or whatever and go down there and take a look
We'll go
at
look.
it. And just so you can see it and give us your opinion, but we're gonna price some different things.
okay, I think that's all I have. Does anybody else have anything? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Just everyone be aware of the weather, apparently.
Beware the weather.
Yes, what may or may not be coming.
I will make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Beam, a second from Mr. Rozell to adjourn. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Told you 7 o'clock. Go for it.